Welcome to the Ben and Bash podcast, Tag Team Talk.
I'm Ben.
I'm Bash. It's time to lace up your boots and hit the mat with the Ben and Bash podcast, Tag Team Talk.
All right, we are for another one. We are going to be doing a prediction show for AEW Worlds End pay-per-view. Let's get to it.
Okay, so for the first match on the card is Takeshita versus Powerhouse Hobbs for the AEW International Championship. And for this one, Powerhouse Hobbs is one of my favorite wrestlers on AEW, but I just think that Takeshita is better in ring, and I just think that he's gonna win and retain.
Yeah, I mean, plus you got Don Callis and all that, so interference and all that can happen too. So you know how that goes. Yeah. You got a bunch of stuff that can happen in that match. I mean, if it's just a straight one-on-one match, Powerhouse Hobbs could win, but knowing Takeshita and Don Callis and all them, they're probably going to do something to interfere in the match, something like that. So, I mean, as much as I want Powerhouse Hobbs to win as well, I think Takeshita is going to win as well on that one.
Okay, so for the next match on the card is Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher in the Continental Classic semifinal. And for this one, a lot of the people on this card are some of my favorite AEW wrestlers, and Will Ospreay is one of those people. And so I'm going to pick Will Ospreay, and the history between these two is very big, but I think Will Ospreay is going to come out on top because, in my opinion, he's the better wrestler. But Kyle Fletcher has been kind of on a tear. So, you know what? Actually, I'm picking Kyle Fletcher.
Straight match? Or because he's with Don Callis, too.
Yeah.
You think he's just going to be straight up? Just a straight?
I think there's going to be, like, the slightest bit of shenanigans, but mostly I think it's going to be a one-on-one. Mostly.
Yeah, this should be... Are you done?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, this should be a good one. Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay also being, stable members, faction members, tag team partners, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, they used to be best friends. Then, Kyle Fletcher turned on Will Ospreay a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, this should be one of the better matches, actually. I mean, AEW matches, pretty much all the matches in AEW usually are pretty good all the way around. I mean, but yeah, this match should be probably one or two on the best match of the card, as far as I think anyways. Yeah, like I said, Will Ospreay, one of the best wrestlers in the world. As long as he can stay healthy. I mean, he does a lot of flips and stuff like that, and just hope he can stay healthy and don't anything serious, and he can actually go. He actually has a chance to win this kind of classic championship. But yeah, I'm gonna pick. You picked Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah. Are you gonna pick Kyle Fletcher?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, Kyle Fletcher has been on a tear recently. He has definitely been on the tear recently, especially since he shaped his head and aligned with Don Callis and all that.
Yep. But
I think Will Ospreay's gonna win this just because I think he's due for a big win like this. So I think Will Ospreay's gonna win.
With the next match, it's Okada versus Ricochet. And for this one, Ricochet, recently, the fans have just completely turned on him. Like, a U-turn turned on him.
Called Samantha Irvin.
Huh?
People think he stole Samantha Irvin from WWE.
Oh.
By him leaving, and then she left too, not too long afterwards. But I'm not saying it's the only reason, but it's probably one of the reasons people think.
And they were throwing toilet paper at him.
I think he also said... Sorry to go off topic a little bit. I think he also said when AEW first started, I think he said he was one of the reasons AEW was even started because of wrestlers like him.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said something along lines like that around the time AEW started. So I think the fans are still kind of remembering that from years ago when he's in WWE. And they kind of like let him hear it now because he's in AEW now. Mm-hmm. So.
But yeah, so recently he's basically turned heel. Because the fans made him heel, like, he's one of the top heels, basically, in AEW, because they just boo him every time he's out there. I didn't think they were going to bring toilet paper, though, just to throw it at him.
They call him trash.
Yeah. I mean, At that point, they might as well just bring Dorito bags.
Hey,
But for this one, I just think that Okada's gonna win because I think it's gonna be him. And when the Continental Classic started, I figured that it would be Okada and versus somebody else, him trying to retain his title and not just lose it during the Continental Classic. So I'm picking Okada to beat Ricochet in this match in the semifinal.
Yeah. I mean, if Ricochet wins, then there's going to be a new champion.
Yeah.
Automatically.
Yeah.
Because Okada loses his belt. Ricochet doesn't get the belt.
Oh, yeah, I know.
The winner of the Continental Champion gets the belt. Okada is defending champion. So as long as he wins, he keeps his belt. Mm-hmm. If he was to lose to Ricochet, he would lose his belt.
Yeah.
Ricochet wouldn't get it, though, until he wrestled, whoever on the other side. Here's the thing. Where is the Hurt business going? Well, the Hurt Syndicate, sorry. The Hurt Syndicate. What are they going to do with Ricochet? Were they playing this whole time, like, trying to fake us out? And Ricochet is actually part of them, and they come interfere and let him win the belt?
Or at least beat the champion?
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying. How does that work? Like, do they come out and interfere in the match? And it was all a ploy the whole time just to kind of get the fans thinking he wasn't in the group, he was in the group the whole time?
I think if that would happen, that would be in the final, but I just don't think Ricochet is making it to the final.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why you have to interfere in the semifinals in order to make him make it to the finals. Mm-hmm. And then in the finals, I'm just throwing this out there, just saying, I don't know. I mean, I want Ricochet to win just because I want to see Ricochet get booed even more by beating Okada. Ricochet being a champion will make the fans go livid. I mean, you talking about Dominic Mysterio New Day type of heat if he wins, and they already booing him now. If he wins the belt too, they really hate him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just want to see what happens with Bobby Lashley, MVP thing, Shelton Benjamin, see if he actually is a part of their group, or were they serious about not wanting him in the group, or was it all just a ploy just to kind of throw us off so he can come and interfere in the match? You know what I'm saying?
That would make sense, but
that's what I'm saying. I don't know how this is gonna go. I mean, that's why I prediction show, trying to predict what happens. But I mean, Okada, he still is one of the best wrestlers in the world, if not the best wrestler in the world. When he wrestles his wrestling match, I mean, he doesn't wrestle often. I mean, he wrestled more recently, caused the Continental Championship, Continental Classic recently. But this should be a good match too. This is a hard one right here. I'm going to limit say Ricochet wins. I'm going to say Ricochet. Just to be different. Say Ricochet wins this.
Okay. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to go Ricochet. And say the Hurt Syndicate gets involved some kind of way. Throw it out there.
And for another match on the card, it's the winners of the two Continental Classic semifinal match. So I picked Kyle Fletcher and Okada, So my match would be Okada versus Kyle Fletcher. And I think, personally, that Okada needs to drop the title. Like, I like his reign. I've liked his reign so far, but I just think that he should drop the title and to a person who's been on, like, an absolute tear in AEW as an example of Kyle Fletcher. Yeah, I think Kyle Fletcher's gonna win and win the AEW Continental Championship.
And that would give Don Callis 2 belts because you picked Takeshita too.
Yeah.
To win. So you got Kyle Fletcher winning the Continental Classic over Okada.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So for me, I went with the classic match that everybody wants to see again: Ricochet versus Real Ospreay. And this could be a type of match they had like in Japan over in the Super Juniors and different matches like that. But yeah, Ricochet versus Will Ospreay I got from my Continental Championship match. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say Ricochet wins all the way around. Just so fans can boo him more. I like seeing good heel work. I like seeing good heel, like what the New Day's doing now, what Dominic does now, what Kyle Fletcher's been doing recently, what Mariah May's been doing, MJF. I mean, I like seeing good, like Jon Moxley and them. They've been tearing up down. I like seeing good heel work. Good heel work makes wrestling enjoyable because you never know what they're gonna do. You have no idea what's gonna happen. I mean, cause the fans booing them. You don't know what's gonna happen. Are they gonna get mad like Jon Moxley and start attacking everybody? Are they gonna be like the New Day and just try to get people to like them, even though they're getting booed at the arena? You know, are they gonna be like Dominic and just take MJF and just take it in? Mm-hmm. You know, but for me, I got Ricochet winning Continental Classic Championship, and the Hurt Syndicate also helps him out in this match because everybody knows he's part of it now. They're gonna help him out. I think they're gonna help him out. I think this is all a ploy to get him in the group, just so people don't think that they're part of it. That's gonna help him because that's gonna get them built. And then Bobby Lashley do what he gotta do.
Yep.
Shelton Benjamin do what he has to do. You know, and that can be a good little group there. So yeah, I got Ricochet winning the Continental Classic.
Yeah. For the next match on the card is Mariah May versus Thunder Rosa, and I
think that's a Tijuana Street Fight. I think too.
Oh yeah, I have no. What is that?
It's a street fight.
Just with the fancy name.
Well, they always put the name of something in there, like Brooklyn Street Fight, New Jersey Street Fight, Boston Street Fight, whatever. Yeah. They just put this is something street fight. It's just a street fight.
And
they always put a different name on it though. But they usually put a different name on the street fights. But it's just a street fight.
They never just have like a plain street fight.
No, because they always have to put it in the city area usually, or something has to do with something they're in. Like I think Thunder Rosa, Tijuana, I think that's where she's from.
Oh yeah, that's what I figured.
And so she made the match. She challenged Mariah May to the match. So that's why I think there's a Tijuana Street Fight match. So there's no rules in the match. So you know what street fight is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, this is for the AEW Women's World Championship. And Mariah May, ever since she beat Toni Storm for the AEW Women's World Championship, I think that she's just been one of the top champions and one of the top heels. And Thunder Rosa is a very big name in AEW, but I just think that would just make Mariah May movement up in the in like the category of greatest of all time in AEW if she beats Thunder Rosa.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, are you done? That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Mariah May as well. I mean, she has been doing some great work in AEW since she debuted. I mean, she came from Stardom. I didn't watch Stardom a lot, but I was a little bit familiar with her just because I did watch a little bit of Stardom, and so yeah, she was pretty good over there too. But she's taken to a whole nother level in AEW. I mean, her and Toni Storm rivalry. I mean, that was one of the best rivalries of the year. I mean, so I mean, her heel work in that. I mean, with the shoe and then the blood and I mean all that. So I mean this is Mariah May's kind of match. I mean Thunder Rosa may have challenged her in this, but this is Mariah May's type of match though. So I think that Mariah May is gonna win this match. It's gonna be a brutal match. It's gonna be some blood. I mean this is gonna be a hardcore match. I mean just straight up. There are probably going to be some thumbtacks or something comes out, somebody gets thrown on. I mean, Mariah May has bled in almost every match she's been in so far. So, with that being said, yeah, I got Mariah May winning in a brutal match for a special women's match, especially that.
Is that what you're going to say about that?
Yeah, I said I got Mariah May winning.
And for the next match on the card, it's MJF versus Adam Cole for the AEW Dynamite Diamond Ring. And MJF, in my opinion, I don't know most people I feel like will agree with me, but I think he's the best heel in AEW, if not like of the modern era. And so, and he's done like a lot of heel work, like that charity donation to World's End pay-per-view when he had photoshopped Adam Cole. That was a very good segment, and this entire feud was one of the best the best feuds in a while. But I just think that MJF is gonna lose the Dynamite Diamond Ring, and Adam Cole's gonna get it. And because Adam Cole's been on a not a tear, but like he's been winning a lot of matches. Like guess. But yeah, and Adam Cole's been winning not a lot of matches, but he's been winning some important matches, and against like Kyle O'Reilly and people like that. And that's why I think that Adam Cole is gonna win the AEW Dynamite Diamond Ring, and MJF's gonna drop it.
Yeah, this should be a good match. Like I said, they were tag team partners, tag team champions. They broke up. Adam Cole broke his ankle. Then so the feud kind of, lingered for a while because Adam Cole was out injured. I'm not sure if MJF was out injured because he was gone for a while too. I think it was more contract negotiations. I think that's what he said. Anyways, I'm not sure what was going on with that. Could have been injured, but I don't know. But anyways, Adam Cole finally came back. He stabbed MJF in the back, and then he was still hurt though, so he still couldn't wrestle. But now he's finally cleared, and him and MJF have been going back and forth with each other. Was it last week where MJF talking about him and Adam Cole and Britt Baker breaking up?
Yeah.
So, they've been hitting each other personal. And so this match should be, this should be like some kind of stipulation match, though. This should be like a no holds barred match or something like that. It should be, but it's not, as far as I know anyways. But who'd you pick, MJF?
Oh, no, I picked Adam Cole.
You picked Adam Cole? Just because of the fact that MJF has won every single Dynamite Diamond Ring, I'm going to go Adam Cole too. It's about time for him to lose one of them. He's won every single one since the first one. He's the only one ever won one. So I think it's time for Adam Cole to win it. I think he says he's going to retire it too once he wins. I think that we said on another podcast.
Adam Cole?
Yeah, he said on some other podcast. I can't remember the name of the podcast, but I was looking at it the other day. He was saying that something about he was going to get rid of it once he won or something like that he was saying. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I got Adam Cole winning. Against MJF, he needs a win. Adam Cole's just got back recently from an injury, so I think he's the one that needs his and Dynamite Diamond Ring, for whatever that means, as far as going for a title or whatever that, how that works. But Adam Cole, I think, is gonna win this match against MJF.
Yeah, but one more thing on this match, and also. One thing I like about this match, these are two of my favorite wrestlers in AEW, and like you said he's gonna retire the.
Oh, that's what he said. I don't know if that's 100% accurate or not. I'm not sure what he's gonna do with it. That's what he said he wants to do if he wins, but I don't know what he's actually gonna do if he wins. I don't know.
In my opinion, I think if Adam Cole didn't get hurt, he would be the bad guy in this feud, and MJF would be a babyface for the first time besides when he teams with Adam Cole. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna say on that match. Is that all you gonna say on that match?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Adam Cole winning. Yeah.
And for the next match on the card, it's Mercedes Moné versus Kris Statlander for the AEW TBS Championship. And this is not part two, but this is their second match. But in their first match, Mercedes Moné won, of course. And so, yeah, for this one, I don't know, because their first match, Mercedes Moné won. I don't know. I feel like she's going to win again. But then again, Kris Statlander, I'm not going to talk about Kris Statlander. But yeah, Mercedes Moné, I think it's going to be the same outcome as their first match.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I was surprised Kris Statlander was in this match. I thought Camille would have got a match because her.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, unless she is actually hurt, she could actually be hurt though.
Yeah.
She could actually have an elbow injury or whatever the case is. While she's not wrestling, because she hadn't had a wrestling match in how long? It's been a while since she had a wrestling match. I can remember anyways.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in the wrestling ring.
Wasn't the last time she had a match with Mercedes Moné, Kris Statlander won? She was on that same pay-per-view, I'm pretty sure.
I can't remember. Maybe. I can't remember. She might have had a match on Dynamite or Rampage or something like that, but I can't remember though for sure. But yeah, I haven't seen her wrestle in a while. Not that I've seen anyways. But yeah, I thought it'd be Camille versus Mercedes Moné. But since she's not in this match, I'm thinking that she go ahead and costs Mercedes the match, interferes in the match, costs her the match. Kris Statlander wins it.
Yeah,
I mean that's a good way to get somebody back. And that starts a feud with Mercedes and Camille. Because you don't need sometimes in some rivalries you don't need belts.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just the rivalry itself is just enough to do it. You know what I mean? Like sometimes the rivalry, like CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, or like MJF and Adam Cole, they don't need a ring on that belt. They can just fight each other. You don't need that ring. You just happen to have a ring involved.
Yeah.
But that kind of match, you just have that match and just have it. And so with Mercedes and Camille, you don't even need a belt online. I mean, belt helps because it's a champion, but you can just have them just go at each other because she was working for it and she turned on her, and then she's by herself. So I got Kris Statlander. I mean, I want Mercedes to win because I like her. She's a good wrestler and all that, but I think Kris Statlander is going to win this match from interference from Camille.
But yeah, for the next or the main event for the card is Jon Moxley defending the AEW World Championship against Orange Cassidy, Hangman Adam Page, and Jade White. And for this one, the Death Riders are like guaranteed to get involved.
Oh, that's your bar from ringside. I don't know if there's any stipulations of that. I don't know. I haven't heard anything. So
yeah,
if they're not, then obviously,
And there's more people in the Death Rider group than the people who are trying to defeat Jon Moxley.
I mean, you got the whole AEW.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about that.
You saw Rampage last night.
People in the match.
We saw how Rampage ended last night. Everybody coming out like that. I mean, if Death Riders do get involved, I'm sure people are going to come in. I'm not saying they will, but maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. But personally, I want Orange Cassidy to win, either Orange Cassidy or Adam Page. But I'm almost it's almost guaranteed, at least in my opinion, that Jon Moxley is gonna win and retain the AEW World Championship.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one of these conspiracy theories they've been thrown out here all over the internet with Death Riders that somebody's in control of them. I mean, that's what people been saying.
That sounds like the most fake thing.
No, because Jon Moxley he said that he's doing it for the greater good, and he's not the what you say, he's not the one doing it. He's being made to do this, for whatever reason. Like, does that mean somebody else is making him do it, or is he made to do it because of the way the fans and AEW have been doing over the last few years?
Yeah.
But I know a name this may not happen, but this would be the one to bring it in on, because it's called Worlds End. Yeah. And what better way to end the year with a wrestling name debuting in AEW?
What?
I'm just throwing it out here because I heard his name been thrown around AEW a while. He's supposedly been seen around AEW recently. I don't know if it's any truth to it or not, but shame, man.
I'm gonna leave right now.
No, I'm just saying. Some people. Go ahead. What's up?
If Shane McMahon, if he's the one in control of that, I'm not watching AEW.
Why not, man?
I don't want to see Shane McMahon. We haven't seen him
wrestle. You just see him in control from an authority figure. His name alone, he's a McMahon, so his name's gonna hold weight in AEW. And what better way to bring in like WWE to AEW by having the son of the ex-WWE boss in AEW working for AEW's boss now, but kind of running his own little thing, kind of like NWO was. Mm-hmm. They could be kind of like the new age, the new version of NWO, like the way Jon Moxley going. They can be kind of like the new NWO. Because remember, you was too young to watch NWO when they were NWO, but eventually Eric Bischoff became part of NWO.
Yeah,
and he was like the head guy on TV for for WCW.
Yeah.
He wasn't the owner, but he was the head. He was the guy like on TV. He was like he was like the Triple H of AEW, WCW back then.
Yeah.
So by him joining them, it made it look, made NWA like they were the ones kicking NWO control it,
Yeah.
So maybe if they bring, I don't think they're gonna do it, but if they do it, this would be the pay per view to do it in right here. Mm-hmm. This would be the one to do it. At the end of the year on a high note. I mean, it's gonna be talked about for at least the next month or so. Especially with the way WWE's going with the Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes and the Bloodline stuff, AEW needs something like this to kind of,
But one thing.
Okay.
So, if you think Shane McMahon is this haunting presence over AEW, do you think Jon Moxley is the leader of Death Riders or Shane McMahon?
I think they're both gonna do it. I think they're both over it. I think they're both kind of in it. I think Shane McMahon is the one that got in Jon Moxley's head and kind of got him to think about this, and then Jon Moxley got his friends, the people he could trust, Pac, Marina Shafir, Claudio, Willa Yuta, got them guys to feed into it too, and they're taking over AEW. Claudio, think about him. He's never won a world. He's never won a championship. Besides, he was a Ring of Honor champion. But before
that's what I was about to say.
Before that, though, he should have been WWE champion at least twice. Mm-hmm. So he had to have a fair chance. Willa Yuta hadn't had his fair shot. Marina Shafir hadn't had a fair shot. Pac hadn't had a fair shot. So you got guys who hadn't had fair shots into your group with you. And they're attacking people. So I think, not saying that's going to happen, but this would be the pay-per-view. World's End. What better way? It makes sense. World's End. Okay, the world is ending now because Shane McMahon has joined AEW. And McMahon is in AEW. Mm-hmm. You weren't born yet when the Monday Night Raw war ended. I remember this because I used to switch back and forth both shows. When WCW got bought out by WWE and Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon came on TV on Monday Night Raw, and he was also on WCW TV. Yes, go watch it on YouTube.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
He came out on TV on WWE TV, but they simulcast it on WCW TV because he bought him out, and so he wanted to make a storyline out of it. And so the fans didn't know that though. The fans didn't know Vince McMahon had already bought WCW already. So when he came on TV saying that he had bought WCW, everybody was like, what the heck's going on? Because Vince McMahon's on WCW TV. Mm-hmm. But then at the end of the show, comes to find out it wasn't Vince McMahon that bought WCW, it was Shane that bought WCW. And then that's what started the invasion angle.
Yeah. with
WCW guys coming over, Booker T and all those guys coming over, and then they had the invasion pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. What better? That kind of reminds me of the old WCW and WWE feud when they had that, the buyout thing. So I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. It's a prediction show. Could be wrong. Could be 100% wrong. Could be partially right. I don't know. But I do think somebody may be helping out Jon Moxley and them. They're getting too much power. They're doing a lot of stuff, and nobody's suspended them yet. They kicked Darby Allin down the steps.
Yeah.
They smashed his head in the chair and kicked him down the flight of steps. And Jon Moxley's still wrestling. They've tried to run people over.
I feel like trucks. That's just fear at that point.
They attacked FTR. FTR, they attacked him. Nothing happened. They attacked them. They can't wrestle this year. They're not cleared till next year.
They are?
Well, they're not going next week. I think they wrestle next week. But they're supposed to. They want to wrestle, I think, pay-per-view this weekend. But they're not cleared to wrestle tonight. You gotta think they have a lot of people like that. They've been attacked. They tried to kill Daniel Bryan in the middle of the ring on TV.
Yeah.
And they didn't get suspended. So it has to be somebody behind the scenes that's letting them get away with this stuff, I think. Because there's no way they're getting away with all this stuff and nobody gets suspended. Mm-hmm. They're just letting people just try to kill people on live TV.
Tony Khan has been attacked on AEW before. Maybe that's just fear.
Maybe. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to say Jon Moxley as well. Just, you pick Jon Moxley?
Yeah.
You want Orange Cassidy to win, but you pick Jon Moxley. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jay White, Adam Page. This is a stacked match right here. I mean, all four of these guys deserve to win AEW World Championship, but yeah, just the way Death Riders have been going recently, I don't see Jon Moxley losing his belt anytime soon. I mean, unless he wants to lose it, I don't see him losing it anytime soon. It gives him power over AEW by having the belt. Mm-hmm. but yeah, anything else you want to add to it?
No.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right. So this has been an episode. I'm Ben.
I'm Bash.
It's been an episode of
Tag Team Talk.